Welcome in. I just started a poll. Why not? Just to see if anybody coming in attended yesterday. I am at my glorious day of work at my 100-year-old bar with a 75-year-old bowling alley. Let's go in and see. This is what we refer to as a dive bar, but it has liquor. It has darts, cool pool table. There's legalized gambling in Illinois, so there's slot machines in here. Probably keeps us open. Payout machine. And 75-year-old bowling alley. Welcome to what I looked at 4 days a week. Oh, and that's the basement that's slowly killing me. That may or may not be black mold. So welcome in, all one of you, to I'm coming up in the world. Here, let me flip the screen so you don't have to see the glass. There you go. So, this is before opening. I just finished breakfast. I'm enjoying my coffee. Hope everybody is having a nice Sunday. I was pleased to find out that over 8 million people attended the No Kings rally yesterday. My girl Brenya even got thrown a shirt. It was pretty awesome. I hope she got her pop cup. So, 2 people in, let's chat. Cool shirt that I got a couple of years ago. I went to one Tool show. My friend went to the other. I still laugh at the name of the venue because it's called Tax Slayer. It's unseasonably warm here in Chicago. Today is going to be like maybe about 50, 60 degrees. Tomorrow is supposed to be 80. I was talking to my girlfriend who I stay with, and she said that her mother-in-law who lives in Arizona said there was a massive heat wave and it's cooling off. So it's probably coming our way. But I can live with that, especially in March. We're getting ready to go into April, so we get a lot of rain in that season because April showers bring May flowers. Spring has sprung here. Hopefully no more snow, but I always look to the forecast to see what the following week is to know if I'm going to have to need Uber funds or if I can ride my scooter. So, I saw snow, I think it was one of my days off. I can't be 100%. So, not looking forward to that. But hopefully it's just like a light snow and it doesn't stick to the ground like the last time. It was wild because, like, Friday we had such horrible winds in certain parts of Illinois that it tore off a roof in a Niles High School, a cement roof, 75 mile per hour winds. And then Monday we get the snowstorm, and by the end of the week it was like 70 degrees. Hazard of living in the Midwest, you can have all 4 seasons in one day. I kept on saying the snow's not going to stick, it's too warm. Well, thank you for honestly answering that. Not here to judge, just wondering if you were part of the 8 million people, the people that come in. I got to see some wonderful pictures of another bartender who works here. She went downtown. So she was in Grant Park. Keebler! And Emil 2014D. Hello. Welcome in. So I totally over prepared thinking it was going to be cold today and brought 2 coats. I don't even need my hoodie. That's how nice it is here. Thank you. I don't always put on makeup. Yesterday, if you look at my shorts, I was actually wearing makeup. I was feeling myself. But 9 out of 10 times, just go walking around like this with my beautiful blue hair that I do myself. So thank you so much. I think I'm going to keep the blue for a while. I really love this color. But what's funny is I had to do my roots. I posted a picture of what I look like with normal hair, or as I termed myself, normie. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. This feels way better. I am drinking, thank you for asking, because this freaked me out this week. I found at my local Walmart butter pecan coffee. And you see how it says Dunkin'? You would assume that Dunkin' Donuts is the makers of this. No. It is Smucker's. You can only get it at Walmart. I've apparently been buying my eggs and coffee wrong. I've been going to the local grocery store, and a bag of coffee can be anywhere from $12 to $16 depending on what I get. If I get the store brand, it's like $12. The Dunkin', I think, is like $13, $14, and the Starbucks is the $16. So these are like $8 something, but unfortunately it's a seasonal coffee. It only comes out from December until May is what the company told me. So it's also a nice reminder. Years ago, my second born, his elementary school used to be by a convenience store that no longer exists here. It was called the White Hen, but me and my friends called it the Brown Chicken. Anyway, they had butter pecan coffee, so throughout the years I always try and look for a company that's making butter pecan. I found one company and then they got way too high, so I was like, okay, I guess I'm just not drinking butter pecan. So when I found this, first I called Dunkin' Donuts. And then, well, good luck doing your homework. Stay in school, go to college. When I got this, I was so excited. I called Dunkin' Donuts first, and they're like, yeah, no, we don't put that out. So I'm like, well, there's an 800 number on here. Maybe I should try that. So I did, and it's still deceiving because it talks about Dunkin' Rewards, but yet it's Schmuckers, like the jam. So I don't know. I'm just not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. I love coffee. I watched a wonderful protest in Boston, Keebler. Dropkick Murphys played their hometown. It was wonderful. I texted my girlfriend, who I go to Riot Fest with, who is also Irish. I asked her, I'm like, Kim, why do I want to start chugging shots of JMO and as I'm swaying a mug of Guinness while I cry and sing to the Dropkick Murphys? I love that they're getting a lot more recognition nowadays. Fucking Tool. I even got a ladder loss tattoo, and I got the hectogram. I don't know if you can see it, but it has Tool lyrics in it. But I've been listening to them and shipping off to Boston since the mid-90s, and it's great that they're getting more recognition for songs like Bury the Bones, and it's amazing. They even played a brand new song that they came up with for Purdy and Good, because they said they were extremely affected by going to both the scenes where they were killed. So I didn't know you could see that. So let's try and kill that sticker. Okay. Hi. There you go. At least somebody saw my cool Tool shirt. This is one of two from the Chicago tour that they did here in Illinois. My favorite one, and I'm going to do a half sleeve tattoo on this arm, is the San Antonio poster that they did. I remember telling my friend, because I had the heptagram, in the picture, the chick that's depicted in this picture has a tattoo almost in the exact same spot. And I'm like, this was made for me! Yeah, no. Because it's backwards. So, Adam Jones would enjoy that. He's a guitar player for this. One of the only bands I have ever heard that is so meticulous for them to write their music. Because each individual in that band, it wants their sound so pure. Adam Jones writes his guitar riffs according to math equations because he's like mezza smart. He went to Harvard with Tom Morello, so that tells you something. He actually was, he used to do effects for like movies and shit before he made it big into Tool. That's why Tool's videos look so awesome. Adam Jones usually has a hand in it. He's done some movies, if you Google it, that you've probably seen before he even became the guitar player for Tool. And don't even get me started on the drummer, Danny Carey. That man is called the Octopus for a reason. I had this one great customer who comes in here. I felt bad the last time she was in here. I didn't have her drink of choice, so she didn't stay long. But she usually plays a lot of Tool songs, because me and her are fans. So she'll like throw in a bunch of money in the jukebox and just play. All kinds of stuff that I like. Yesterday was funny. I got an L7 song, Pretend That We're Dead, stuck in my head. And I was going out for a cigarette thinking I was all by myself. And I was singing it pretty loud. I was like, and we pretend that we're dead. And as I walk out, I see somebody stand there. It's my girlfriend's husband who I stay with. And I'm like, hi. Yeah, it was back in the, I think, late 80s, early 90s. So he hasn't done movies in a very long time. That, I guess, was the profession he was going to go into, and then he just became the guitar player for Tool. And another fun fact about Adam Jones is he grew up something like 4 or 5 towns away from where I'm at right now. He comes from Illinois. Have I seen any mice? I have not. I see chipmunks, I see groundhogs, I see squirrels, I see hawks, I see eagles, I see foxes, I see deer. But I think the hawks take care of the mice. But it wouldn't surprise me so much, Mr. Smelly Cat, if I saw a mouse here. It's a very old building. Almost trolled, but too mean? Try it. Because you're trolling a Gen Xer. Have you heard about us? We're kind of dead inside. I will say your opinion only matters to me if I care about you. If I don't care about you and you're just a troll popping in to be mean, go for it. You swear that these things haven't been said to me since I was a child. Am I single? That's random. How much rocks did I smoke? None. But I smoke a lot of pot. Because it's legal here. In order for me to be a crackhead, I'd have to be missing teeth, honey. Nice life living off your taxes? I'm at my job, asshole. So how am I living on your taxes? I'm making my own fucking money. Not a millennial. Wrong decade, honey. Gen X. Sir. Sorry. This makes me not a sir. I wouldn't know. You would have to ask yourself that, Gordon. Seeing as you're going by the boy name. Why, thank you. I look young and old at the same time. Hitting 50 this year. I look fucking good for 50. I can hold my own, Magic Man. I'm an Italian-Mexican liberal chick from Chicago. If you don't think I can't hold my own, talk shit and eat a lot of tacos. That's what this mouth do. Aw, does that trigger you that I vote blue? Because at least I don't support a 34-time felon who is on the Epstein files, best buds with head pedo. So there is that. At least I'm a decent person. Right? Exactly. This is what happens when you vote blue. What's funny is the people that complain about that are living off of the subsidiaries that my specific state probably provided to you, or California. You guys talk a lot of shit about blue, but you got those government phones in those trailer parks with your free internet. Thanks to us. So the battery thing is new to me. I thought it was like you buy it, you do this, put it on top, and you press the button and go, right? No, my pothead ass had to be explained that you had to turn it on. I had a bad luck with one that didn't have a button, so I wanted to try the one with the button. I don't... Pardon me. I don't do carts very often. I like flour. I still like the breaking up and packing a bowl and packing a bong. In fact, wait till the 420 of this year. I got the coolest shit for my fucking dog and for my friend's dog. It is fucking hilarious. Amazon officially has everything. I'm convinced. Happy Sunday fun day. I'm backlocked doors. Okay, why are you giving us computer knowledge? I am not using a USB. I am on my cell phone. Sheeple. Why do I suspect you're telling us how to make a bomb? Oh, you will not know that. Nope. I get asked that a lot. I get asked that a lot. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying about the carts, Jeff. I was like, why are you telling me about computer stuff? That makes more sense. Huh. Thank Jesus I never knew that. I know what prison dip is, though, from Friends. I just want to make sure you're keeping yourself safe over there, Jeff, because, you know, people monitor stuff, so things can be misconstrued. It is funny, though, nowadays, what is USB to be plugged into. I have my Christmas star is USB, and it changes colors. If you go back to a few months back, you'll see pictures of my tree, and the Christmas lights aren't, but the star is. It's kind of crazy all the things go in USB. Sorry. Unless it's a face-to-face interaction, I don't date people who are through my YouTube. And I have a couple of friends who have set the bar kind of high, so... It is weird seeing AI videos about an era that I grew up in. Not gonna lie. Or those recreations that they do of like singers that I like. Even though I am stuck on the Trent Reznor one, I can go back and watch that over and over. But it's weird how they transform the person from what they started as to what they are today. So... I do find it weird that people make AI videos. It's getting harder and harder to figure out what's real and what's not. Thank Jesus I grew up in that era. Thank you, Keebler. Hi, D-Johns! Yeah, that was a little creepy. And I work in a bar, so I deal with creepy all the time. There's this one guy who used to come in here who thought that his shit didn't stink, and just his aura and his vibe that he was giving off was just like very off-putting to me. And it probably works for a lot of girls, but me it was like, okay, you're a level of slime I'm not willing to participate with. And I had to talk with my boss more recently and found out why I got that slime vibe. He's a car salesman, so... Oh my God. It just made so much sense when he finally told me that. I started laughing. And my boss is like, what? And I'm like, it just makes so much sense now. And I'm not 100% sure. I live next door to a very rich area. It's more older money than where I normally am. There's old money in Naperville, but this is really old money. One of my girlfriends lives out here. She is the granddaughter of the heiress of Fisher Peanuts. So Grandpa has this like mansion that has a carousel inside the house, and a carousel. You know, the horses that go up and down as it goes around in a circle, and it's not a small one. It's not the ones that we used to put a quarter into. It's a sizable one. So yeah, there's a lot of those people. So I think he's one of them. And that's why he walks around so arrogant. I have money, I can throw it at you. And that's not impressive to me. You know, I grew up comfortable. My children's father kept our lives very comfortable. But I'm the dumbass who is like, okay, I'm going to go and try and work and try and be, somebody. And I did that for a while. And I don't regret it. Yeah, it was nice growing up, not having to worry about a roof over my head, food in my stomach, clothes on my back. Because that shit's fucking expensive, especially at the fact that I like band merch. My awesome Dropkick Murphy shirt was $50 by the time it was shipping, tax, and everything. It was $50. Tool, if you're a Tool fan, that merchandise can be fucking crazy depending on posters you get at concerts, signed or not signed. You're talking about like $350 just for a poster. So I wish I had money, but I'm not going to sit there and hate on like the friends that got to go on, and they made their choices of either becoming musicians, going to school. I don't hate on them for that. I made a choice in my teen years that kind of prevented me from going on with my education because I felt my kids needed me more than anything. So I don't hate on it. Do I like doing little jobs like this? Not particularly, but I'm kind of a people person. So I enjoy some of the people that come through here. Some of the people not so much. Some of the people can fuck right off. Speaking of, yesterday I found out I am fucking terrified somebody's going to walk in here and tell me bad news. Our oldest customer, who's 98 years old, went to the hospital yesterday because he was feeling dizzy and not right. So I am a little worried about him because my heart would not be able to take if something happened before I left. I know it's inevitable. The man's 98 years old. The fact that he's still around, he may move slow, but that man is as sharp as a tack in his mind. He does not get disoriented or confused in a conversation like some people we know who speak on TV. Very smart man, and has become a very big part of my life, particularly. I look forward to Sundays because it means that he's going to be here and he's going to come and visit me. So we have bonded at sharing the same name almost. We have bonded over being Packers fans. He's just a great person, and I'd hate to see anything bad happen to him. Oh, most definitely. The stories he's told me, Keebler, I could talk to somebody from his age for hours because, like that person saying about the AI, I lived through the 80s. I know what the 80s were like. So he knows different times that I didn't particularly participate in, and I get to hear a first-hand view instead of watching just a YouTube video on somebody's account who I don't know. His kids are both very successful people, and they're seniors now. I think his son is very close to retirement. He's a professor somewhere on the East Coast. His daughter is very, she takes care of herself. She's not married. She has her own home. She does her own thing and is very good at it. So yeah, I'm a little worried about him today. So hopefully nobody's going to come in and tell me something even more awful. The messed up thing is because of who I am here, I am not the person that gets a lot of messages. And if I didn't stay a little longer yesterday at work, and I was talking to the other bartender that I was saying earlier who went downtown for the No Kings March, me and her were talking, and she was talking about her Sunday, and I'm like, oh, I love Sundays because Sunday means Carl's going to come in, and so is Teague and Helen. That's the Irish couple that I've come to know and also love. And all of a sudden, the bartender who relieved me, Sandy, turned around and goes, oh, Carl's not going to be here probably tomorrow. And I'm like, why not? And she told me that, what had ensued in a situation where he was out with, thank God, another person when he started feeling like this. And they made sure that he got the proper looked at, and hopefully everything's okay. And he was just having a moment being a 98-year-old man walking around a grocery store. It's not who we want to be, but it's where we end up if we get to live such a life. Oh, most definitely. And I don't know if he grew up in Wisconsin, but I know he went to college in Wisconsin. So we've had conversations about Packers games that he got to witness, like the Ice Bowl. He got to see that. He was there. So those stories, I just love them. Liberty Blair! How are you today, girl? Hope everything is good for you. I have had wonderful, glorious breakfast and have moved on to breakfast number 2, coffee. I've got some glorious butter pecan coffee. Thank you, thank you. I had to do it. It was just, at first I was like, I'm just going to do the roots. And then I looked at it and it was faded in the back. And then I started looking up here and seeing that I needed to do my roots. So I went out and bought the dye last week. Did the normie short of me kind of blonde. And happier that the neon green finally came out, because it didn't come out last time, so it kind of changed the color in the back. I guess some of it is still there, or maybe I'm that white. I don't know. But it came out well. I am quite pleased. Hopefully it stays this vibrant for my French show in a couple of weeks. If not, I still have half a tub left, because it took me... Well, no, I think there's like 3/4. I had to use a little of the second tub because I didn't think I covered certain parts pretty good. And for some odd reason, when I wash my face, this stuff right here, because I guess the soap touches it, and maybe it's the soap that I'm using, kind of makes that go away. So sometimes I have to touch up just a little bit on the sides. So very true. So very true, Keebler. The way I've heard the younger generation speak to parents or older people in general is just flooring. I'd still be picking up teeth if I said half the stuff I've seen in public. And my mom's been gone for 31 years. She'd come down from the heavens above if I ever was disrespectful. Oh, honey. Oh, sweetheart. I'm sorry you're going through so much. I'm sorry you're going through so much. If there's anything I can do, please reach out. That hurts my heart. You and me have gone back a long time, sweetheart. I've tried Purple Liberty Blair, but it just is not my friend. I've discovered that other brands like Arctic Fox, I don't know if Sally Beauty is throughout the whole United States, but they have their own stuff called Strawberry Leopard. Both those don't work on my hair, so I stick to Manic Panic, and the purple that I use is Purple Haze. And yeah, it just... maybe 2 weeks. I love purple, but it just does not stay. And usually if I do like the unicorn tail, I try to either keep it at the end or in the middle so it doesn't fade as fast. Thank you, D. Johns. It's my favorite blue. It's called Voodoo Blue. I hope Manic Panic doesn't stop making it, because I have to buy it on Amazon or through the website, because for some odd reason I can't always find it at Sally Beauty Supply. I thought about doing the pastels, but I'm like, you know what? If I do pastel, it just fades quicker. Hello.
How are you?
Okay.
I'm just here to play.
That's okay. Do you need any water or something to drink?
No, I'm alright at the moment, thank you.
Well, then I wish you luck, sir.
That would be wonderful.
The way that they name that stuff nowadays, Keebler. I've heard some pretty funny ones like green crack, Girl Scout cookies, famous Pineapple Express. When I was growing up, it was either Mexican dirtweed, Afghan, creeper, Acapulco Gold, and I know I might be forgetting something else, but that was all. Now there's so many different names. OG Kush. I don't even know what, I think this is named, oh my God. Does it say? No, sometimes it says. I think it's like, it kind of looks like a Grand Theft Auto game. The packaging. Oh, they've already come out with wedding cake. 420, because that's what's up. Thanks for coming in. And yeah, they have wedding cake. They have cake in general. Yeah, it's becoming dessert time. Purple Haze is a strain, but I think with Manic Panic, I think they were going more for the Jimi Hendrix. Purple Haze is in my veins. Excuse me while I kiss this guy. Grandma, stop crying. Okay. That wasn't random and weird at all. So how are things in California 420? Is life treating you well? Are we going to be going to another Giants game soon? I hope. They did not win yesterday against the stupid Yankees. And I heard something about Kent going into the Hall of Fame and them retiring his number. So that's pretty cool. We got to see Barry Bonds on opening night. In my personal neck of the woods, some big things are happening college-wise. So Duke's out, which is like, what? Tar Heels are out. Another what? Illinois just clinched last night their win, so they're in the Final Four. They haven't been here in over 20 years, so it's kind of a big deal here. Hot Pockets. Are you a grandpa? I mean, I am my own grandpa. Right? It is that nice, Joe motherfucking Cool. I totally over-prepared for today. I brought my winter coat, I brought my hoodie, and I don't need either of them. I'm even hot in the pants that I decided to wear because I thought it was going to be still too cold. Tomorrow, dude, it's going to be almost 80 fucking degrees. I'm Italian and Mexican. If my neck starts moving, my hands start going, run. Yeah, it's still going to be like, I looked at what it was going to be when I left, and it's still going to be like almost 60 degrees when I leave. And the sun's down at that point. I got to play What's for Dinner. I'm so sick of everything. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know around here because it's a different area. So I've tried other places. I'm not trying to be like an asshole and be like, no, food back home is way better and stuff, but it is. I miss Nicky's. I miss fucking Gemato's. I miss Uncle Bub's. These are places I know. I miss my pizza place. I am an American. Thanks, 420. Hi, Ice Walla Come Daily. Anybody notice how that was so funny? It's kind of like telling somebody to spell ICOP. If you don't know that joke, I don't know how to help you. Sorry, that's not in the job description. I do enjoy the trolls, though. Some of their names. It is funny back in the day when we were trying to come up with, like, obscene license plates for our cars when we started driving. I remember telling my girlfriend to try FA-Q. FA-Q. Because, of course, they go through those. They're like, yeah, no. She laughs that I still remember that all these years later. She's like, why don't I remember all this shit? Maybe so. He didn't live that long to make it to God. I think he didn't even make it to Godfather. Maybe Godfather. But that was about it. And even if he did, I watch a lot of Italian movies. They're great movies. Goodfellas is on right now as we speak. Great fucking movie. What am I, a clown here to amuse you? What's so fucking funny about me? My favorite part in that movie is the part where they go and kidnap the mailman and dude tells them, any more letters go to this kid's house, in the oven you go, and he fucking slams them into it. And a lot of people watched a lot of Italian movies without even realizing they were watching Italian movies if they were watching Clint Eastwood movies back in the day, because that's why they're called spaghetti westerns. Those were Italians, not Indians or Mexicans that they used in those films. Oh, Lord. I'm about to have that conversation, I think, about my friend Carl. Polly, please tell me he's okay.
As far as I know, I haven't talked to him today. I'm going to call back at noon. I talked to the nurse and he was sleeping when I called him.
I am so glad you were with him when that happened.
Well, I was with him Friday and his sister convinced him to go in.
I'm glad that you guys do that.
I use the bathroom. Here you
go.
go. Dog for a day.
I have a doggy friend. Guess what? I have treatsies in my bag for you. I have treatsies in my bag for you. Daddy will be right back. Here. Let me show you my furry friend I was just handed. I'm going to get so much side-eye because of you, girl. I'm going to get so much side-eye. Come here. Come say hi. I know your daddy left you. He had to go pee. He can't pee outdoors, at least in public. There's laws against that, girl. He'll be back. Okay, we're gonna put you guys up here while I pay attention to her. Hi, girlie. Hi, my girlie. Are you out for your walksy? Are you out for your walksy, Rhea? You are the most beautiful brindle I know. Yes, girl. Yes. Hello, gorgeous. When your daddy comes back out, I'm going to give you some treatsies, okay? Because I always anticipate you're going to come by, so I keep bones on me now, girl. You're my favorite visitor. So I'm not sure if you guys heard. He said that he's okay so far, so that is good news. Right, Rhea. We just want Carl safe.
So anyway, we were supposed to go out to lunch Friday, so he called me. Said he wasn't feeling well, and I go, okay, if you need anything, call me. Let me know, write to the doctor, whatever. Called me back and said, talk to my doctor, I need a prescription. So he took him to Walgreens, got a prescription, got him some food. And then he called me at like 5:30 Friday night. He called me back. He said an ambulance was taking Mick to the hospital.
Yeah,
And
Mikey
then,
told me that. I think he's a kidney infection, he said.
Yeah, so then it's like, okay, I go, call me if you need anything. You want me to drive you to the hospital or whatever. Then I called him Saturday morning, found out he was in the hospital.
Yeah, Sandy told me last night, so I was kind of worried you were coming to tell me bad news.
No, so
Thank goodness.
So I took him stuff Saturday. He wanted some clothes and his medications from home, so I dropped him off with the nurse, saw him briefly. You know, the nurse was coming in to do everything. It's like, okay, I'll see you later. Call me if you want anything. I'll call you tomorrow, which is today, so.
Well, wait right here because I always anticipate her coming and I carry bones with me. I got marshmallow bones in a yummy bag and strap because
Ooh,
bacon
lucky
is
dog.
alive. So you wait right here, girl.
Yeah, stay. She's got a treat for you.
I got two things for you. I got a nice drink of water. Oh, you just want the treats.
She'll drink after the treats.
You got bag and strip and a marshmallow bone, and I even gave you a rabbit because I know you like to chase them.
See which one she eats first. Bacon.
Bacon! Come on now.
She gets it every day.
She knows what's up.
Gets a strip of bacon, a scrambled egg.
Some of my friends laugh at me that I have my own pan for my dog. Just a cute
little.
little pan. I fry it in olive oil. I put fresh parsley. I mix it with cheese.
I just do scrambled eggs, eat a bowl, and leave her one, put it on the ground, let her clean it.
People confused where they are.
Yeah, apparently so.
Oh wait, this is a dive bar. No, we can't be seen here.
Yeah, she eats well. She likes her fish oil separate on a saucer. She licks it up first, then eats her
That's
kibble.
really good omega for her. And
Yeah.
good for her coat.
Well, you tell her coat's shiny.
Yeah.
Smooth as.
You
very
lucked out,
smooth.
girl. In walked your savior into the shelter.
Well, you asked her who's the hardest dog to adopt, and they said her because she was aggressive.
Really?
She just wanted out of the shelter.
No, yeah,
That's all she needed.
yeah. She didn't like being caged up, and who
Oh,
does?
hell no. But she's really good. She goes right in her kennel whenever I have to go anywhere. Hey, go in your house. She hops right in. I give her a treat.
I still laugh at the first time you brought her in, and you're like, "Don't tell Jeff," and Jeff came in like that.
Yeah. He's like, it's no problem.
You know, and he's so silly because when we had the bands here, the guy wanted to let his girlfriend and dog come in. And Jeff at first was like, nah,
You don't bring
no.
a dog to a loud place. It's
And
bad
he,
for him.
well, this was while they were setting up. They
Oh.
came pretty early, so this was way before.
Oh,
this.
yeah. I see.
So Jeff said no, and he goes, "Why? Are dogs allowed in the bar?" And I'm like, "Well, according to Laura, her dog is." And I'm like, "And you've seen Polly in here? Hello."
Yeah.
I was like, "You've seen Polly in here?" And he's like, "Yeah, I guess. As long as the dog's out by the showtime." And it was.
Not aggressive.
Yeah, the dog was totally cool. Like
Maybe we
Ray.
got something going on at the art studio today.
Yeah, there was something going on yesterday too because there
Yeah,
was
they got some.
I came outside and there was like only 2 people inside, but all these cars around, and I'm like,
Good. Glad to see that place has interest.
same. Because from what I hear, it's a local. It's a kid
Well, you
who
look
grew
at
up
it,
in
there's some
Cary.
cool art stuff in there.
Yeah.
That's in there. I peered in the window when I walked up here the other day.
The guy's really nice. I had a great conversation with him last week.
I think it's a place for kids to come do art.
Also that too. I've seen, yesterday I saw a guy, I thought he was coming in here to bowl, but no, the kids wanted to go into the art gallery, whatever was going on in
Good. Keep off the
And they were young. Thank you for the info. Please keep me posted. So yay, Carl's okay. Hi, Spirit in the Sky. Hi, Brandon. Sorry. Having a conversation with the local, just making sure my Carl's okay, and yay, he's okay. We're gonna go get another smoke because I did not bring them out with me. It's just too beautiful outside. And the nice gentleman who's in here is here to gamble, and hopefully he's winning lots of money. I have some people who just come in to do that. They don't want any water, they don't want something to drink, they don't want to be bothered. They just want to win money. Let's see what it registers on the marquee. Give me a second and I'll tell you how warm it is. It's definitely got to be in the 60s. Um, 62. I was right. 62. Tomorrow's going to be almost 80, Spirit in the Sky. So, yay for warm days. I'm ready for them. Because that means summer's coming. And this summer's going to be awesome. At the end of May, I am leaving here and going back home. So you may not get at work lives like you get, because this is a very rarity. Working in a bar, that you're not working with somebody, that there isn't a manager, that there isn't a boss. Not yet. Tomorrow, maybe. But water's still way too cold. Do I regret my hair choice? Not at all. Not at all. Does my hair choice trigger you? Same here, Liberty Blair. Spring is beautiful, but I love summer. I don't like when it gets too hot, but I still love summer. Shorts weather, yes. Sandals, come on. But yeah, my next job, I probably will not be able to do this. But that's okay. I have a lot of downtime here during the daytime. When it's nice like this, people put their boats on the water and go up and down the river. So I can't even be mad at that. I'd totally be doing that. I'm gonna start looking this month. Going back home and trying to get a job lined up so when I move back there, I have something already prepared. I do. You say that like it's a bad thing. Right, Liberty Blair? I was told by a friend that eventually, at a certain age, it just stopped growing. So you don't have to do it as often. I'm still waiting. I'm Italian, so probably going to have hairy legs all my life unless I shave. I am sorry to hear that. Your country at least did better than our country did. Took away a title of a prince. We have one in office. So you understand my plight, Liberty Blair. I'm surprised I don't have a full-on beard at this point because some of the pictures I've seen of old Italian women. Oh, Lord. The fact that you believe in that chaos speaks volumes of who you are. It's funny how the 1% scream about immigrants, but yet they're using them as maids, gardeners. You know. I don't know if there's going to be a spot in the world he's going to be able to go to. Yeah, you should see some spots that are deemed horrible in my particular state because they're wonderful fucking people. Just trying to get by. Some of them might not be on the up and up, but a large part of them are just families trying to earn a living the respectful way and not off the government. Like they're being deemed to be. Not voting because they can't. Yep. Pretty much. We're already seeing the effects of that. It's going to affect everything. Food supply chain. Because, you know, all these people crying about immigrants working in fields and picking our fruits and vegetables and stuff that we need on a day-to-day basis to supposedly be healthy. And they won't go and work that job for what those people are being paid for, but those people go in every morning before probably sunrise to go and do their job. Oh, 100% Liberty Blair. Some of the people that have all that money in the world that could fix a lot of problems, and supposedly it's a tax write-off to them if they're donating, 100%. I don't have much, but if I saw somebody who had less than me, I'd give my last dollar. And to rich people, that's stupid, but to me, that's just being human. We all hurt once in a while. And a lot of people are hurting even more. Like I said in the beginning, I've been buying my eggs and coffee all wrong. A dozen eggs at my grocery store, that is the only grocery store here in town, is right now $5.99, buy one, get one free. $5.99 for 12 eggs. You go into Walmart, it's $1 something for a dozen of eggs. Might not be the same brand of the eggs I'm getting at the store, but it's $1 something. I got 18 eggs for $2 and some odd cents. I think it was like $2.64. And those were extra large eggs. Yeah, it is. Every day it goes up here, Liberty Blair, by 20, 30 cents every day. It's almost up to, I think it's actually past $5. I would have to walk to the corner and look at the gas station that's over there. And there's different prices if you're paying cash or if you're paying credit. Of course, there's different prices for premium versus regular. Making America great again. Even my friend's husband who drives a truck. Sometimes he has to go into the city, and the city's like an hour away from here. A lot of stop and go traffic once you get onto the highway, so that burns out your gas. And he was talking about how expensive it was going to be for him to go into the city. Yeah, it's just going up. I told my girlfriend the other day, because of them being septic, they don't have to pay for water. And she's like, dude, I'm telling you. She goes, my mom was just telling me where she lives, it's like $200-300 a month. Ooh, I envy you, Brandon Mitchell. Quadruple infused. So far, I think the highest spot is Portland. I was having a conversation with my friend the other day, and they were telling me how expensive it was there, and I'm like, not California? Because California, it's usually California, Chicago, New York, because we're the biggest cities. So hearing Portland, even worse than California, was like, what? I have a couple of friends there that I should reach out to see if that's really true, because sometimes you see things and it's clickbait. So I'd rather go to a source if I have a source there. Okay. Right? Not even close. It is... It's 3:30 here. Wow. Not that cheap here. You would not believe some of the prices here, Brandon. It's ridiculous. This was, I think, like, I want to say it was like 30 something, but by the time the tax and everything, it was almost $50 for just this. And this is just a gram. I don't buy the disposable, which are 2 grams, but those are even more expensive. Use Kool-Aid. That's what we did in the 80s. There'll always be Kool-Aid. This is vegan, by the way. So this was made with vegetables, not some chemicals. So if Manic Panic can make it happen, I'm sure so can I. And the only freaks I see here is the people supporting the other side. So I'm gorgeous. I'm beautiful. I'm fucking fire. In the words of my beautiful girl, Snoop.
Another one of those days where I should have stayed home.
I feel
good, and then I gave it back.
Well, I'm sorry to hear, sweetheart.
Have a good one.
You too. Well, thank you for the warning. I was raised Catholic. Cross tattoo is awesome because it's a band called Bad Religion, not making a statement that I'm an atheist. Punk rock band around for 40 years. Check them out. You might like them. I'm telling you, they are out. Great fucking band. And it triggers the right people, as you can plainly see, because if you think that that just happens here, it happens in real life too. You should have saw the day I was walking around in my Dropkick Murphys shirt that was saying about taking out Nazis since, or fighting Nazis since 96. Yeah, in my area that was not received well. It's bad enough I walk around with the blue hair. Punk is totally not dead. It is alive and well. Chicago, Illinois. Rosie Things, you finally made it! Yay! I'm so happy you made it, girl. The last time you said you were getting ice. Oh, you should see my Bad Religion shirt. So I've got two of them. I have one from their song Just Say Fuck You. That's just basic. It has the band in front and in the back it just says Just Say Fuck You. But my red one is two hot nuns making out with their robes kind of going up their thighs, and it's awesome. Thank you, girl. That gets a lot of interesting looks at me. No one knows that band? I beg to differ. They're a very popular band out of California. They're a very beloved band out of California from the punk scene. Awesome. It's very easy to do. It's called chatting with people. Especially if you have light or gray hair, it's even more easier to do because then you don't have to do the roots. But I got to see how much is gray versus how much isn't. And it's really weird because like right up here, it's all gray. But back here, it's all my... I don't even know what my natural color is anymore. It's been so long since I've seen it. Probably a good 30 years. Are you? Because my hair is blue? So what I do, Liberty Blair, because of my Italian and Mexican, I have very dark hair. Buying over-the-counter dyes from like your local grocery store and Walgreens, they don't always give the appropriate developer. So what I do is I go to Sally Beauty Supply and I get this stuff by L'Oreal for L'Oreal High Color for dark hair, and I dye my hair honey blonde, and then I put in the color. Sometimes I have to do that if I want to change it up, like when I do my unicorn tail or I want to change the color. I just dye it honey blonde. I don't use the bleach kits that people do because in the end your hair just looks like horse hair. No matter how much product you put in, you'll end up having to get a lot of it cut off. And as long as mine is right now, My windmills would be fucking awesome. I can't wait for another metal show to windmill because, yes, ma'am, it's taken me a while here. That's how long it is. It wasn't this long 2 years ago. I've been doing a lot of different stuff with my hair so it would grow. So, yeah, I don't trust myself personally doing the bleach process without fucking up my hair, so that's what I do in place of the bleach process. I just lighten up my hair and then I choose the color that I want to go. Thank you, D. Johns. Your hair looks like, yes, you are very blonde. But you're naturally that way, so I envy you. Thank you. Yeah, it takes a little work to get to the color of blonde that you are, but if I do the color of blonde that you are, Rosie, it's what my girlfriend Kim referred to as when the circus came to town, because it just looked horrible on me. My day's going pretty good. I'm at work, so it's probably going to be a slow day because it's beautiful outside and people are on their boats or doing family things outside. So I'm just hanging with my peeps here on YouTube. Oh, Lord. Yeah, there's a certain level of blonde. I just do not. I look totally washed out. It does not look good on me. My hair is, it's not jet black, but it's a very dark, it was a fairly dark brown with like a little bit of red in it. Your GD said no. Well, if it makes you feel any better, it's not, depending on how you do it. If you just got the Manic Panic and put it in your hair, the purple haze, you would be fine, but it's the stain of it. You do all that work for it to only last like a couple of weeks, and you have to follow certain guidelines. Like you can't wash your hair with a lot of hot water if you like hot showers. You have to use like cool water to wash your hair. You have to use stuff without parabens if you don't use dry shampoo. At the end, before I rinse this out, I put 1 part vinegar, regular vinegar, and water. And I put it on my hair so it'll seal the color. And this lasts a long time. This lasts a very long time. But going out in the sun fades it. It's a lot of work to keep up. There you go. That's probably the better way to do it if you just want to do temporary. But they have come out with cooler things like, was it last year? Can't remember if it was last year that me and Cardi went at, oh no, it was the year before last, because this year I was the awesome inflatable dinosaur. The year before, me and Cardi went as Harley Quinn and the Joker, and Cardi was the Joker. I found these cool crayons that are temporary that you could just like rub into your hair and it turns it color. I can't even commit to Rosie. Rosie doesn't have time for that. What did I? Oh yeah, they're in my pocket. Girl, if it wasn't for pounding my hair straight, that's about as far as it goes. My girlfriend I was talking to in Berwyn, she turned around, she's like, oh, you gotta, when you get back home, you gotta let me cut your hair. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna give me bangs. And she's like, yeah, but they look great. Look how they look on me. I'm like, they look great on you, but they don't look good on me. My bangs are like probably down to here right now. I just want it long. It pokes out in certain places that I don't like it to. But I don't want to have bangs. Green has staying power. I did neon green and purple Brandon Mitchell when I did my tribute to the Joker with my hair colors. That neon green had staying power. It finally came out this time when I dyed it because it was up on top. And yeah, it was bluish green here and then the rest was just blue. My girlfriend's like, it kind of looks cool, like you did that on purpose. I just never been a bangs kind of girl. When we were ratting our hair out in the 80s and early 90s, I just never looked good with bangs. I mean, it would totally cover up the forehead. But I need to windmill. And I probably could still windmill with bangs, but wow, some kids are screaming. But what a nice day. Yesterday, the town had their Easter egg hunt, and it was kind of wild. I went down there because my girlfriend told me about it. They were going someplace else yesterday. And I found one of our customers who will hopefully come in. Windmill is a type of head banging. It's where you whip your head around and your hair goes around like it's a windmill. And I went down by there, and at first it's just me, so I'm just riding my scooter seeing what's going on over there. So I told my girlfriend Katie, I was like, it was a good thing I ran into a customer, because up to that point I was the crazy lady with blue hair and a mohawk helmet on a scooter riding around kids. So it wasn't a good look for me. So again, thank God I found Helen, and me and her were sitting there watching, and I finally saw the chaos that my girlfriend was talking about last year, because she tried taking her kids last year, and I think she said that it was at noon or something, and I'm like, really? Because it was like a little after 11 when the Easter Bunny showed up in the fire truck, and yes, he totally did. He was riding shotgun in a fire truck. I'm assuming he's a fireman. So he got out and the kids started going wild, and then the Easter eggs hunt started commencing, and it just was chaos. I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'd go to that. I just do it at home. We found out one year, because we had 3 dogs when we had kids in the house, that we tried, I hid the eggs the night before because they were just shells. My aunt used to blow out the yolk, and we would just decorate the shells. And that's what I did for the hiding eggs, because my oldest loved deviled eggs. And woke up the next morning and they were all crushed because the dogs thought they were real eggs. So I had to hide the regular ones and then put the dogs in a room so that way they wouldn't eat the eggs. Because, oh my Lord, you have not lived until you've smelled a German Shepherd or a Rottweiler fart rotten eggs. Ugh. And my dog, the Rottweiler, his was silent but violent. So by the time you noticed it, it was already too late. That dog made my eyes water and me almost puke a couple of times. Oof. I don't know if I could ever go completely bald. Some people are so brave, but yeah. One, I don't know what the shape of my head looks like. 2, I just have this very bad aversion to short hair. It is horrible, Brandon. It is horrible. It's the hazard of the trade of loving animals. I know, my girlfriend was just saying that the other day. I'm glad that I finally got the kids' Easter baskets all together. Them being so little, I love my girlfriend, so I don't want to ply her kids with a bunch of candy. They're already going to get plied with candy at daycare. And we still don't know if they go for Good Friday or not. She's off, so she's not too terribly worried about it, but she wants to get some stuff done before the kids come home for the weekend and Easter Sunday. I am 100% sure I think I don't work. I don't know. But, whatchamacallit, yeah, it's just crazy how quickly it creeped up. That one day it was St. Patty's Day, and then we're like, oh wait, shit, it's Easter. Thank you, I do it myself, so that's a huge compliment. I make Cardi her own scrambled eggs. I mix it with cheese. I do it in olive oil. I don't use any salt or pepper. And when I'm done, I sprinkle some fresh parsley on top. She has like 5-star Michelin eggs, and mine looks like slop. Cardi lives a life. Earlier, I don't know if you heard me talking with a gentleman who came to inform me about my customer. We were talking about how we make eggs for our dogs, and I was saying how some of my friends laughed that I have a special pan just for my dog. There are certain things she shouldn't have, and I don't want to lessen her life by feeding her what I eat, which might not be healthy. He tries to steal your food. Zero manners. That's a great thing about having an 8 pounds of angry Chihuahua, Rosie. They can only get so far up your leg. One of my German Shepherds, she wouldn't steal the food, but she would put her head on your lap and drool. Just drool. And in the summertime, it was just ruthless, because you're sitting there in shorts and you got drool running down your legs as you're trying to eat dinner. Trying to push the dog away. As soon as you push her away, she'll go away for a couple of seconds, and then she'll come right back, lay her head on you, and drool. Didn't drool any other time. But she had manners. She knew better not to get up on that table. Things were not going to end well for her. She was going to have to go into a cage. Yes, because of the marrow. Sometimes I give my dog like big bones with marrow still into it, because yes, it's very good for you. I mean, a lot of the stuff that is good for us is good for them. You just have to look it up. Certain things aren't great for them. Garlic isn't great for them. Onions are not great for them. Garlic and onions are great for me, being part Italian. Come on now. But like blueberries and stuff like that, they can eat blueberries just like us. Fish oils, omega-3 is great for them. Is the only one Roger leaves alone. Roger knows not to mess with that. There's this couple that I watch here on YouTube, and listening to their plights with their children. They've named one Danger Baby. I mean, it's not the baby's real name, but the nickname, Danger Baby, and Ranch Baby, who's the toddler. And the stories about Ranch Baby alone are worth the watch. It's hilarious. And then there's a dog trying to kill the husband. And it's just funny content watching them. It's nice to see nice things like that amongst the chaos that goes on in the course of one's day. Well, at that point in time, Keebler, I was living closer to the city, so apartments were not all that big, and unless we locked them in a bedroom, which we weren't going to do because all they were going to do was whine and cry. But some people, yeah, tell them. It's kind of funny when I go to eat, Cardi just kind of goes off on her own. She'll either go into the cage and be like, oh, it's mommy's time to eat. So she'll go off by herself. She's not really a begging dog. She knows she can get stuff. I meant onions. But garlic salt is not good for the dog. Garlic itself, yes. Yes and no, Rosie. There's a great story about her and her non-manners with food. So while I was sick, a friend was taking care of me. And I asked them to stay with me because I was a little worried in how I was feeling. I'm like, just stay until I fall asleep. Once I fall asleep, I don't care. So they went to go and eat their food that they had prepared. They didn't tell me that they made themselves a sandwich. And it wasn't just 2 pieces of bread. It was like a sub sandwich that they made. When they walked back into the dining room, there Cardi was finishing off that damn sandwich. Sandwich stealing Cardi. Oh, you can totally train a dog to do anything. But yeah, some people don't like the dog just looking and begging and being underfoot. My kids ate like Rosie. Said that she had to eat when Roger was around. They were eating like somebody was going to steal the plate from them. So I got lucky. There was very few things that my kids were like, ugh. I know garlic's good for our heart. That's why I'm kind of gross where I'll eat some just raw. Good for you. I wish I could stop. It's my only real bad vice. You can take the other away from me and it doesn't bother me so much. But this, I get down to my last 3 cigarettes and I'm like, okay, where's the nearest gas station? I don't know if I'm buying 1 pack, 2 packs, depending on the price today. It's the one thing I can't kick. I tell my nephew all the time that garlic is how we know we're not vampires. If he believes me, I don't know. But he has resorted to calling his mom zombie mom, so I guess it's a thing now with toddlers. Same with that couple that I watch. So Ranch Baby calls her parents, Dad is Poop, and Mom is her name, Susan. She doesn't refer to them as Mom and Dad. She calls them Poop and Susan. Blazer! Happy Sunday. Hope everything is going great with you and the family. Always good to see you. I saw you in my comments recently. It's my favorite color. People think it's because I'm liberal, but it's just actually my favorite color. I like this blue. I mean, Jack White dyed his hair blue. So, you know, it's a thing. Oh my Lord. You're right. I just need 1 square. And you would figure, being on a bus, they would stop at a gas station. Right back at you, Liberty Blair. Don't go there. Don't go there. Me and Angel always call it Cubby Blue. I'm on the opposite side of that, and I hate us being on opposite sides, Blazer. Happy Sunday to you too, sweetheart. Thanks for stopping in. I thought you were doing your hair blue, Spirit in the Sky. You know, any other day I'm complaining that it's not warm enough in here, and today it's too warm. Probably doesn't help that I'm drinking hot coffee. After I'm done with this, I switch over to water. Maybe what helped me keep my youthful glow. I hate my skin now more than ever. Not too hard to do, Blazer. Next time I'm in California, I can dye your hair this blue. We just need a couple of things. It's cheaper for me to do it than for you to go into a salon. But you, it might be cheaper than for me. They go per length, and it can get outrageous for my length of hair. You can dye your hair with Kool-Aid, Rosie. Before all these crazy colors started coming up, that's what I used to do. Used to get a packet of Kool-Aid and some developer, and back then I was using the bleach on my hair, but my cousin would do it, so I trusted her. I just didn't trust myself. Not that long. The longest that I've taken, but that's because I let it sit in for a while, is I let the blue sit on my hair for like 10 hours. It's vegan, so it can't destroy my hair like the hair dye. The hair dye I leave in for like an hour and a half, and it lightens my hair. Sometimes 2 hours, depending on how much of the roots I let go. And yeah, it doesn't take all that long. Technically, I guess you could leave it on for an hour. I just leave it on longer so it'll stay and be more vibrant. So, there you go, Spirit. One of my favorite people, hi Polly, one of my favorite people in my life to this day. Before I even met them, I was told, wait till you meet the guy with purple hair. Turned out to be better than the person talking to me. So good to see you, Polly. Welcome in. Sitting here on a boring Sunday while other people are enjoying the beautiful weather and I'm stuck in here. One thing I should go outside and look at, because I'm not sure if it disappeared. So sometimes when I pull up to work, be it in an Uber or on my scooter, I'll see my boss's car, and that means he's in here doing something. So today when I pulled up, it wasn't in its usual spot, but I saw my boss's car, so he must have came in here and hung out last night with our wonderful, beloved bartender, Miss Sandy. She's our longest bartender here, 20 plus years. God bless her. So he must have had a good time and just parked his car so he could Uber home. I still haven't turned on the jukebox to see if that problem was fixed. Earlier in the week, one of the other bartenders left a note stating that the jukebox was going up and down on its own. And at first it wasn't doing it to me. But yesterday was just ridiculous. It would go either super high or super low. And when you're trying to watch a sports event, that's annoying as hell. So hopefully that got fixed. But we shall see once I turn it on. Maybe I should turn it on. I kind of don't want to.
Is a big place. 60,000 miles of blood vessels delivering oxygen and nutrients to every cell
Yep,
in your body.
still doing it.
Superbeats by Humans supports cardiovascular health with clinically researched ingredients.
So my girlfriend, whose husband works in sound, he was telling me what he thinks it is, but he's not 100% because he doesn't know how our jukebox is set up. So if he were to fix it, 100% guarantee. Whoever else they're going to get in here to fix this, I don't even know.
Oh, it's just a cruiser for unwinding on the weekends. Protected by America's #1 motorcycle show.
But what are you going to do? It's not my place.
Temporary cronies, she insisted.
But it will be nice that when I leave here, certain things like pieces of me will still be here. Those signs are because of me. There's, let's see, that is because of me. Because I have awesome friends. And that particular awesome friend is the head distributor of Jepson Malort. I don't love her because of that. I love her because who she is. We're two Italian chicks that are going to rock fucking Pilsen this summer. Again, can't wait to go back home.
Some people just have very punchable faces.
So true, Fat Jesus. Aside from the coughing well. Hazard of hitting a vape. Horror Squad Gaming. I hate that they cut that out because he's like, hey, fucko.
See you later.
This is a great mob movie. Carbone and the wife. Or is it? No, Carbone gets frozen. Could you imagine being a kid just happening on that? The trauma? Not a long life if you go into the mob. Like he says, the people who come to kill you are your friends. And we've seen that throughout the years. If you watch The Sopranos, Big Puss was taken out by Tony. So sometimes this is what I do. I get paid to watch TV. And if nobody comes in, I get paid per hour. So I make money either way. So it's not like... And I would make money if I was paid cash. I just wouldn't make as much as I'm earning per hour now. So I like having a paycheck coming to me 2 weeks later. Because it helps me file taxes. Right? You told them, don't spend the money. Don't make it look obvious. There's quite a few people in life that I've looked at and I'm like, yeah, I'm never committing a felony with you. You leave way too many clues. Eric Clapton's the shit. I actually had a conversation with the ex-employee now, Beloved Andy. You guys have heard about him throughout the 2 years I've been here. And how he told me he was the most overrated guitar player. And I was like, wait, what? Who are you? That's to the end of Layla.
The thing that made Jimmy so happy that morning was that this was the day
And a lot of people who are Beatles fans hate Eric Clapton because of that song, because that was about George Harrison's wife. He ended up marrying her. Didn't go terribly well, but... And what's funny to me is how adamant some Beatles fans are in their hatred towards Eric Clapton for that reason. But if you got a chance to read, I don't remember, it was an autobiography. I'm assuming he wrote it or had it ghost written, told somebody, the stories. And he spoke about the song George Harrison wrote, Here Comes the Sun. He wrote that on Eric Clapton's property on a hill as the sun was coming up. And at this point, Eric Clapton was already married to George Harrison's wife. So there was no bitterness between them. The hatred is just the Beatles fans just fucking hate Eric Clapton. I hate that I have this knowledge in my head. It makes me a music nerd. But if I love something, what I like, I think is it Rockfeed, Loudwire, somebody, I forget who it is, on YouTube. They do a fact or fiction. Ooh, where are those? Are those back there? Damn it. And they start talking to artists about stuff that has been said throughout the years to find out if it's real or not. I love watching that because, you hear certain stories throughout life and you believe them to be true because back in my era, there was not this internet stuff where you could look up and hear about beefs and all that stuff. You had to wait for a magazine once a month to come out if you heard it. Cream. Yeah, that's where he started, the Yardbirds. If you could believe, I don't remember if it was the Yardbirds or Cream. In that same autobiography, he spoke about how terrified he was to be a front man, that he did not want to be a front man. He did not want to sing. He just wanted to play his guitar and just kind of blend in with the atmosphere. So it's kind of funny to hear that and who he became. Because holy shit. It's funny to think about those cars now, rosy things, because cars have become so compact and fiberglass. Back then, that Caddy was not only a big boat, it was steel. Nope, my boss's car is still here. There's only one other time he did that. And that was the night we had the bands. So, it's nice that he comes back and hangs out here with his people. Oh my. That could have been a problem. Gotta love people who do the U-turn around here. She was actually parked and did the U-turn and came up to do that. What are you gonna do? At least she wasn't going fast and there was time for people to react. My friend Duper went live a couple of nights ago in Downers Grove, and from what it sounds like, somebody was coming off of a street like where that lady was coming off and making a turn, probably just as slow as that person just did, but somebody coming from that way just creamed them, and 2 were killed and 2 were seriously injured. I haven't looked up the update to see if the other 2 survived, but that wreckage was pretty fucking gnarly. One of the cars, the passenger door was open, and all I kept on thinking was, holy shit, did that person get fucking ejected from the car from the impact? Or did they have to just pry the door open just to get to that person? Why do I need to watch the movie Jurassic Park? I was alive in '93. I saw that in the movies. I had a badass Bose system when it came out on video, DVD, something like that. It was actually probably Bose, because in '93 we still had VHS. But the badass Bose system came, I think, for DVD. Because I remember our landlord called my ex and told him he had to turn it down because it sounded like a T-Rex was coming through the floor. Oh, definitely. Friends were laughing at me during the pandemic when I compared it to Resident Evil. The Hive, a virus. I've actually watched that a lot more recent than you think. I watch a movie channel, AMC, and they played it not too long ago, a couple of days ago, I think, because they were on a Jeff Goldblum kick or something. It is a good movie. There's other Spielberg masterpieces as well, like Indiana Jones. So, he's made a lot of good movies. Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. He's definitely one of our great directors, that's for sure. I was just watching Independence Day not too long ago. I fucking still love that movie. That is a great movie. I know certain people don't like Will Smith, but that was one of his greater movies. I like the part where he's dragging the alien with the parachute. And he's like, "What is that smell?" And he starts kicking the parachute. 100%. My worry about AI is two movies in particular. Of course, Terminator 2. I hope there's a Miles Dyson out there somewhere. And John Connor. And the other one is Maximum Overdrive. It's an Emilio Estevez Stephen King movie that, I don't know if it's considered now a classic. I've always liked it, but the machines came to life, trucks were terrorizing people, and yet here we're messing with AI. Oh, I'm sure if he's behind it, it'd definitely be awesome. One thing I hate to admit is Mel Gibson movies, because the person he turned in to be, personally, but he made some pretty good fucking movies back in the day. It's sad that he's tarnishing his legacy by being a fuckwad. Hello. Oh, for me. There was something going by the art, so I wasn't sure. Hold on, peeps. Got to do my job. That was a interesting movie. Batteries not included. I remember that. What about Short Circuit? What can I get for you? I already like how we're starting.
I stopped in here last night. I work at the Doodle.
Oh, with Tommy, nice. I finally found it after 2 years, and it was funny because the day that I went in was Tommy's day.
There's my backpack. Yes, that Camelback. I was like, oh my god, did I leave that here?
Hey, it happens. Sandy's a great person.
I hope I didn't leave it in the Uber. I was like, great. I was like, I'm just gonna stop in. Nice. Oh my god. Woo. That is a really.
Oh, we're only at one. I'm assuming Jeff did not come in yet. Oh,
yeah, what do I owe you? I'm just gonna rip it and get out of here.
$4. I'm glad you were reignited with your Camelback. I know how expensive those things can be. I used to date a mountain biker, so Camelback was his life.
Yeah, I just have all my shit in here. I'm like, I need to get one of those little trackers put in it or something.
You know what you do? Drop one of those air tags in
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Like one of those little things. Yeah. Cool. Well, I appreciate you.
No problem. It was Sandy's all doing. I'm just happy
What's
to
your
help.
name?
My name is Carla.
Carla Eric.
Very nice to meet you and glad.
When I finally got to the hospital to pick up Michael, his doctor wanted to put me in bed.
Well, I mean, nickname, yes, but if you watch the movie, it's a whole different being. It's about a virus that gets released into the community and people turn into zombies and crazy stuff ensues. You should check out the movie. It's really cool. I think they picked the best Alice. She was a supermodel at one point named Mila Jovovich, but she also did The Fifth Element, which she was great in. But what a perfect Alice. So that's why I referred to Resident Evil of 2020. Because it was the COVID virus. In the movie, it was called the T virus. I think. Yeah, I think it was called the T virus. In The Hive. It was a very interesting movie, Spirit in the Sky, if you have not seen before. It is. Some things I get, but yeah, for the whole of it, yeah, I'm not too crazy about it either. But here we are. I mean, if you notice, when you go to even read news articles now, there's an AI chatbot that pops up. If you want to get just highlights and not read the article, it'll tell you the gist of the article. And if you want to continue reading it, you can, but it gives you the highlights of what that particular article is talking about. So when you go to order things now, very few customer service, it's an AI chatbot. Not to mention music. People thought auto-tune was fucking up music. AI is really going to mess up music. I don't want to hear somebody sing a song in Kurt Cobain's tone or voice to a different song. I want to hear Kurt Cobain. And I don't get that luxury anymore because he's been gone since the 90s. Say hi to him for me, please, Rosie. Oh, the helicopters. I was like, what part of the movie is this? So as you can see, I mean, some people who have never gotten a chance to taste Malort, either you love it or you hate it. It's hard to describe because it tastes like nothing you have ever tasted before. So saying it tastes more like tequila or vodka or gin or, you know, rum, it tastes like none of these things. I can't describe it. So some people here in Chicago, we absolutely love it. We love to give it to out-of-towners. We love seeing Malort face, especially as a bartender. I was not able to because I am still gearing up money for my move. I wanted to yesterday, but I couldn't take the time off, especially if I'm not going to be working this Sunday or coming up Sunday because of Easter. I still don't know yet. I haven't talked to my boss. Sometimes I don't talk to my boss for days, but I have to talk to him to give him my hours and stuff so I can get paid on Friday or earlier because of Good Friday. So we shall see. But I did attend the last one that they did in October. That was where I went live in downtown Chicago. Oh, see, I guess I don't have a problem expressing myself. Might not be the most great way to react, but like my girlfriend's husband works remotely because he's working from here, but he's working on places in Las Vegas, in Miami, in Texas, in New York, and I forget a couple of other different places, but he's doing it all by computer. So sometimes he needs things to do things for him for AI. So that way he can get other things that need to be addressed and need to be a shorter timeline, I guess, so to speak. Like if his boss threw something at him and said, I need this in an hour, he could stop working on what he's working on and use the AI to work on it. But he tells me you have to find a way to word it to start getting it to go, that sometimes it's not always accurate. You have to look at the work that it's done to make sure you don't look like an idiot. But this also kind of scares me with kids, because if he's using this to help in his course of the day to focus on something else while he's doing something, kids are doing this. Kids are having AI write papers. Cliff Notes is laughable now. Oh my God. I do, and not funny. I have friends in those communities, so the fact that some people make it a joke, kind of sad. They're people too. It is kind of funny that in real life, it's kind of like that. You know, people just walk in and open their mouth and say something that they think you're going to approve of. It's like, what? What do you call 100 lawyers at the bottom of an ocean? A good start. Probably not with them saying 6'7". And it just goes to show the parenting skills that they're able to do that if they are minors or a little above minors. My kids were raised in a community where they were the minority because there were a lot more Mexican kids around than white kids. And my kids, even though they are Italian, Mexican, and Irish from their dad's side, yeah, they stuck out like sore thumbs. I'm almost afraid to hear the answer to that one, Rosie thinks. Are you going to leave us hanging, Rosie? I want to hear. German is probably one of the hardest languages to learn. Sie sprechen Sie Deutsch. Yeah, and it's kind of even weirder when you translate it into English because it almost sounds like Shakespeare. I have a nephew who's German. And his sister. But she comes from a separate mom, but German descent. So yeah, our family's all screwed up with different nationalities. We're not 100% anything. And it is kind of funny to hear the other side sitting there, get rid of all the immigrants. Do you know that a majority of you would be going to, because this land used to belong to Indians. We're all immigrants. Especially if you came over from the Mayflower. You left England. You left Ireland. You left Italy. But it is wild because, like I've said before, I love history. Um, History and science were like probably my two best in school because I just loved learning it so much. And hearing about like the civil rights marches that happened here in Chicago with Martin Luther King. You know, I never could quite grasp the energy of that because I wasn't in that time. But now, present time kind of feels like that. People who were natives were born here. So, they were the true ones born here. Some of us, you know, some Americans more, yes. But the first American settlers came from different countries. Right? Deport me back to Italy. Let's fucking go. I may not remain this skinny because I'll be drinking lots of wine, having amazing fucking olive oil, and real authentic Italian food. Yes, please. Ooh, I forgot about that again. Oh, thank God I'm not immortal. I would never want to be. Watching your friends die, family die, that would not be in my repertoire. Even my 98-year-old customer, there's been a couple of times where he's like, I don't understand how I outlasted everybody. His friends, his wife. His wife passed away in 2020. So her passing was more recent than some of the other people. Both his kids are still alive. Like I said, they're very successful people. The son went on and had children, and his grandchildren are doing some amazing things in orchestra music. His grandson travels all over the world to play. Yeah, they have. Well, no, he got papers to. I mean, he wasn't born here, but he's American because I'm sure they had to get paperwork, even if he was adopted. But yeah, right? Send me to Greece. But some people live in horrible atmospheres, and that's why they fled here, because of the politics that were going on there, or the ban that we had on Cuba for trading for so many years. I remember seeing a show on, I think it was Discovery. I want to say it was Discovery, where they were going to Cuba and watching how Cuba kept their cars running, because they still had cars from like the 50s and stuff, because that's how long after the Bay of Pigs, that's when the ban was put on. So they had to either like make up a new part or hopefully have another car that had parts for them to keep their current car running, because they didn't have newer cars like this. So yeah, some people have to go back to, we joke and say, you know, send us to Italy, send us to Greece. But there's some people who live in war-torn areas that they don't want to go back because they don't want to die. Yeah, okay. type 1. There you go. Send me the channel strike. If you're really truly YouTube chat service official, you could shut down my live. You don't come on here and post that you have to post an apology. I've been here since 2010. I'm not going to fall for that one. You still know my name? He called me a different bartender, so every time I see him, I ask him, and he's like, nope. So, you gotta love the trolls. I appreciate you guys, though, for hanging out for 2 hours, 7 minutes. Oh, no, we're almost at 8 minutes. And here we are, 2 hours, 8 minutes. And I'm glad that Rosie got to participate, because she's been missing. I'm going to finish this cigarette. I'll let everybody say goodbye. I won't rage quit on you guys. Aw, puppers. I wish I could be walking Cardi right now. Don't even. It's amusing. The fact that people get triggered because my hair is blue is hilarious to me. My hair, my tattoos, the choice in my music. As Keebler would say, loot. I love the one coming in hot saying, I want your number, baby. Yeah, no. Sorry, I don't know who that impresses in real life. Because it didn't impress this girl. Somebody tried saying that in the comments more recently about me being trans. You might want to message my kids about that I gave birth to. Oh, she would love a walk with you, Miss Rosie. Though I can't guarantee she wouldn't be barking the whole way through. That's a possibility. But who knows? You might be one of the few people that she actually just likes right off the bat. She has very few and far between. Thank you. I do it myself. So on that note, I am done with my smoke. I thank you all for being here. Thanks for the likes, the playing with the trolls. I appreciate you all. So I hope everybody has a good, fun Sunday. I'm going to go finish off my day of work with probably nobody. Pretty much. They can't get real dates. What I'm loving now is people, like women are asking men right off the bat, who did you vote for? Because if it's the other side, we're just not willing to put up with you jerks. We already know what we're in for. No thank you. No thank you. Like one woman said, I've been burned way too many fucking times. Amen, sister. Fucking men. So, you guys have a good day. I'm going to enjoy the nice, beautiful weather. And hope to see you all soon. Talk to you guys later. Love you too, D-Johns. Stay healthy and keep me posted.